thank you for being here the day after a holiday and for everyone who listens to this recording at some time. I just want to say that this feels very big, and I've been really listening to what kinds of themes want to come through. And the biggest thing that I can talk about with you today is if we center more deeply into our purpose, into our beingness. It doesn't have to be like words like I am here to, write a book or whatever. That's not the kind of purpose I'm speaking about. It's more about the purpose of being. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Deborah. Sorry I'm late.
No worries. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm speaking about the bigness of this full moon. Not only is it an eclipse, which makes it extra powerful, but it feels like it's the end of many cycles coming together. And I think um, part of it is, for me, I can look at it in a global place in terms of elections system. That whole last 4 years of intensity is shifting. There's more, can we mute everybody? Thank you. Um, if we can feel into what else is ending, because I feel that there is a grief around this full moon as well. So there's a celebration, and then there's also the endings, which has that continuing, some kind of sadness and some kind of letting go and some kind of release. So it's again, holding of the opposites, which I'm asking for you to be aware of when we go in to do your body scan and centering. Where I'd like to go is to start off by dropping in to your body and as deep and as low as you can go. If you can feel into your root system, if you can feel the very soles of your feet melting into the planet, we want to be down, down, down. We spend so much time up in our heads and up even higher into our spiritual connections that we very often forget about this fabulous human body that we walk around in, our temple. So if we can direct your breath down and back, literally into your back, your sacrum, the back of your digestion, the back of your heart, the back of your head. Bring your awareness and your energy system back farther in you. I liken it, if you look at a vertical core of light, there's a light that's within your lower belly that is your power center. It's your physical command center. So dropping down into that space and sending it light and love and awareness for all that it does that we're not aware of because it just runs the show. But if we fill it with the intent of what we want to see more of, what we want to feel more of, it has a direction. So we want to drop into that space right now and just say thank you. Thank you for all that you do. And I'll send you your marching orders in just a second. But first of all, I want you to know that I'm aware and I'm so, so grateful. The second place of awareness that I want to focus on in this vertical core of light is your heart space. And again, breathing in, but breathing in towards the back of it, towards the back of your heart, between your shoulder blades, kind of where our bras hook, if you're wearing one, and allowing that to be where you're operating from. For me, it helps me to pull my energy back and in, so I'm not so out there tending into everybody else's business or so far in the future that I'm not in the moment of now. The next place is to focus on the back of your head and connecting this light that we've created between our lower belly, our heart space, and our head awareness. We don't want to be in the front lobe where we're all about making decisions and setting our goals. We want to be in the back. And if you've ever seen the captain of a ship, he sits back in what's called the bridge, where he can see 180 degrees in front of him. He can actually see 360. And we want to sit back so that we can see everything beyond our petty judgments, beyond what fears might be popping up, beyond, right? Beyond what we typically tend to think about seeing with our eyes. So, really allowing us to have a more wide vision of where we're going, of who we are, of how we want to feel. All of those things are housed in this column of light. And let's just take some breaths in. Send breath in to light up that ball of light in your belly. Allow it to grow with your breath. And then breathing into your heart space, front and back, and allowing that fire to grow bigger. It kind of gets bigger when you breathe in, and it kind of shrinks just a little when you exhale, but it stays well lit. And then let's take the breath and send it into the center of our heads so that it's fully lit up with this beautiful light. And it gets bigger as we breathe in, and it shrinks just a little bit when we exhale. And then we, of course, are plugged into our higher center, our higher divine cord that goes into however that is connected to, into who or what heavens or universe or saints or angels or God love or whatever you want to call that. And we're connected all the way down, rooted deeply, like tree roots going way, way down to support this beautiful love and light column. From here, we're almost like it's like we're sitting in the throne of divine now. We're sitting in our power. And this is where we get to be and call in, what do we want more of? What are we getting rid of, cleaning out, letting go, releasing at this time, at this end of this cycle, to make way for what is to be, for what is coming? And for me, I don't know what 2021 will be bringing, but I have a sense of trust about it. I have a sense of faith and hope, and there's a lightness of new things that are on the horizon, which creates a sense of excitement for me. At the same time, I am feeling the heaviness and the heartache of a friend who lost a family member this week, of 3 more people that I know being diagnosed with COVID, of people continuing to fight for the public good when it comes to wearing a mask in public, the anger that the election didn't go in the direction they wanted. There's a lot of collective angst out there that I think anyone who's sensitive, like us, feels. So, how do we keep our light in the midst of all of that darkness? This is one way that I would suggest. Breathe into your light, fill it up, and let it fill you. Let it nourish you like that. I had an amazing meal yesterday, and I feel so nourished today. I'm not even hungry. I ate so much. So, how can we nourish ourselves with this beautiful light of who we are, of whatever is calling us forward? Allow our hearts to be our guide and our hand on our lower belly to be the fuel. So place one hand on your heart and remind yourself that you're safe. Your other hand on your belly, remind yourself that you have everything you need in this moment. This is what I call simple abundance. And reminding ourselves that from here, we just need to plant the seed of intention, whether it's for the next year, the next month, today, for the next hour. How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel as you move through your day? Someday I'll take us through another exercise, which is about allowing you to come up with those words of core desired feelings. One of mine is beautiful, because when I'm beautiful, I feel radiant, I feel divine, I feel tapped in, I feel inspired, I feel so connected to God and the earth. Another of mine is having my heart on fire. There's something about that passion that I know I'm on my path. This is what I'm here to do. This is who I am being, is exactly who I need to be right now. Even if I'm not doing anything, but I am being who I want to be in this moment. And the final is about expansive. And that reminds me to open my heart, right? Drop my shoulders, allow my neck to be long so that I can feel that breath coming through me, and allow my heart to really shine. And I invite you to come up with, what type of feeling do you want to create more of in your body that supports you to be more of who you want to be? If you don't know the answer right now, I'll write it in the follow-up and send it out to you. The main thing is for us to tap into, I want more of this, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this moment. And it trains our body that we're safe to feel this, and we're safe to keep moving in this direction. So the eclipse that happens on Monday during the full moon exact is a partial eclipse. And for me, what's beautiful is the moon continues to shine even when the shadow goes over it. She is still doing her thing. And we will have shadows, life and people and circumstances and dead trees that need to come down, all these things that happen in our lives that are like out of my control. Yes. And how do we just stay in our wholeness, our holiness, our brilliance? That's my invitation for you.